top 500, same as Extinction and Shogu, looking pretty good too. But it's game time. Xbox smoke at the ready, or maybe door smoke, I think that one is. Bomb starting to make its way towards the B side of things, and XPERION heavy lean towards mid and B, so they may be ready for what ATRIVM are bringing. But there is space to get up short, and only Pixel holding towards that A side. So if he can deny the lurk, he can potentially bring this to a 5v4. But I don't know if that site is going to be defended by any of XPERION's members. Really slow approach. And in comes the ESEA. XPERION looking like they might just have to play for the retake. On control there. Nice little off angle from Pixel. Should get the pick here for free. There it is. And in the meanwhile, Jensen going to be able to snag one more away. 3v2. Oh, sorry, 3v5. Make it a 1v5. Good luck, Shogu. Oh, hang on. Man might not need luck. Oh, can he get the reload off? The Kukli, no good. Awkward. Oh, there's a gush on the short guy. Isolation, pretty bloody good. NT's in the chat for Shogu. But it's Jansen to lock it in with a double. Gets himself the upgrade of the Julies. And it is going to be XPERION NXT to take the first round. Into the second we go. Door smoke. Short molly. Mid control looking like it should be in the hands of ATRIVM. Two-man setup going loud through lower tunnels. And that A site looking like it may be under fire shortly. Chip damage onto Jansen. And him and Pixel. Good positions to play off one another, although Pixel ends up playing mostly solo. Sheezy, no flash to help out Pixel on site, but he'll pick up a kill regardless. Extinction, wanting the trade, won't be allowed it. And it's looking good here for, I was going to say the M4 to find a little bit more, but the sneak in from Unshark through mid doesn't quite work out. Crisscross Smoke's giving him the cover to make it to that position. The bomb going down may give some hope in the round. Redameni. It's going to be a tough angle to try and get a pick. If he gets one, I think that'll be good enough. Good patience from XPERION just to go for the group up on short. Spacing's good. MP9. Lovely coverage. And Yanuz can't get anything done with the AK. Good plant. But 4 at the end of it for the CTs with a couple of upgrades to slightly better rifles. That's going to be nice for the third round. ATRIVM with the plant and the round loss bonus. Have a little bit of money, but you can't really warrant a force moving into this one. Didn't do enough damage to that CT economy to get it going. I've received word as well that because we don't like Unshark, we're not going to spectate him at all this game. All right, just so you guys know. And just to clarify that as a joke, there is technical reasons why we can't watch him. But we'll be able to see everyone else. Wait. We're on him. I've lied to you all. I've been lied to. Everyone's lying today. What the hell? What the hell? Crisscross Smokes again. Looking like it is going to be the B split. Second smoke as well, just giving just enough cover to sneak in and make their way up B ramp. Tricky, can't get anything done. It's the techies. The crack it open, rise up, swapping places with the T's in the smoke there. Sheezy in the meanwhile going to be able to snag one more onto your nose. And it's awkward for Rizar, who goes out into the 1v3 on B, giving away his life. And Unshark really wants that smoke. Just barely unable to snag it away. Ready, many. makes his way to safety on the back of site, and there's only one flash to try to get Sheezy out of the tunnels. But with the AWP alive, the M4 in hand, the call is just to save, which I think is quite appropriate. And ATRIVM bring in almost nothing into the round, just a couple of pistols and armor. We'll be walking away with some beautiful upgrades. Redimeni on 4 HP. Has to create some space. Quick Smart. I don't know how he's going to do. Well, actually, he's safe. He's safe, surely. What? 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 That was crazy. He was so... Redimeni's on the A ramp. He was on the A site and died with 4 HP. That's criminal. Come on, Valve. I thought you were talking about realism. He was covered by so many walls. Oh, Mana, what's up, baby? XPERION NXT beat AM Gaming to get here, by the way. Is AM Gaming your team? Jensen going to be snagging a freebie with that HE. Nice opening to turn it into the 5v4. Putting the XPERION in a good position to hopefully win. Extinction. Molito's car is good, but the Furious Smoke going to buy some space for him to maybe get away alive. Pixel, eyes on short. Strikes true. And all 3 remaining team members are making a bit of noise over towards long there. Bad long smoke. Will leave a gap, but Jensen able to cross to safety in time. Pixel trying to abuse that gap as well. It's just a matter of who gets the better timing, and it's Extinction already on the line. XPERION trying to shift the numbers towards that B site and take the gamble. But now at mid, it's another 1v1 that Ryzar's almost lost. Short, under fire. Extinction. Little tag onto Sheezy. Things getting real awkward for the CTs until Tricky enters the vicinity. And with 20 on the clock, Unshark, I think he's got to read that maybe they can head to B, but that bomb's also down at long. So the save may actually just be the call. Not a lot in the bank, but with Unshark having 3k, I just don't know if this one's it. XPERION, though, going to be incredibly happy with another round in the bag. 3-1. Yo, Sjem, all right? I got Lard 2 too, all right? We're all getting gaslit here. It's crazy. Now, I'll tell you what it is. I think it's because Unshark is number 11. So the sneaky thing that they can do, yeah, is number 11. And number 11 doesn't exist on the keyboard. So because of that, they can go to Extinction or someone else next to him and click their mouse button. Yep. And that'll go to the next person. There you go. Look at that. See? Hey. Look, this guy's pressed a couple of numbers and observed before, I reckon. He knows how to do it. Yep. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm not gaslighting anyone. I know what's going on. You guys should as well. You're all nerds like me. And if you're not a nerd, congratulations. You've avoided the plague. Quick tactical for ATRIVM to figure out exactly how to make sure we can all see Unshark. And so far, so good on the scoreboard. Nothing too crazy. Good amount of util damage there from Jensen. Unshark and Extinction doing most of the flash banging for ATRIVM so far. Let's see where we end up at the end of this round. Open AK successfully saved. A little bit of util purchased back up and a force buy around said save. It's a heavy investment. And ATRIVM happy to take the risk. Indoors smoke. Looks like it might have missed the mark slightly. Even a big blooming cloud here for Extinction to have to deal with. And XPERION, you can see how deep they're playing. Giving up mid control. 3-2 split. Goose, long corner, and pit. And Redimeni just trying to draw some eyes away from mid. With that lurk smoke towards the B site. Short control utility getting thrown by ATRIVM. And XPERION just double up on long. Look to play retake here. Pixel as well has that flash, which could hopefully set Jansen up for a play from Goose if they end up coming short. For the most part, ATRIVM, they were in good pivot positions, but you can see the pivot's going to go back towards long. Sheezy, however, already with long doors control, has the shadow advantage. If he can get 2 here and drop the bomb, that's round. Done and dusted. But it's a lovely trade from Unshark. Bomb coming this way, Molly on the corner. Pixel gets the line on a nice timing. Won't be able to snag the second man. But your nose up short falling. Makes things awkward. Flash at mid. Gives up the other man's position. And now we got, what, 10 seconds to plant, boys? That ain't it. Alt picked up. And ATRIVM looking to save. Beautifully played by XPERION. Oh, AM Gaming is Searson and Keto. Okay. That's cool. Good to see some of the other German boys having a nice little opportunity. Didn't get to see him so far. There we go. Bench players we all know of. Okay. Searson, Altex, Keto, LX, Too High, and Musson Ban. Oh, Rupert's the coach. Oh, hell yeah. I know Rupert. I play Face It with Rupert. Bloody legend, that guy. But that's mad. XPERION, the up-and-comers, the Sharpies, taking down a couple of experienced names to get to this position. Mossy Cook, the guy that's recommended you solo queue to level 10 and then look for a team, I would highly recommend just playing with friends and other players that know how to play the game. If you can. Your mental health will be a lot better. All right. Sometimes solo queue isn't the answer. You know, put it in there dribs and drabs. But just be aware that, you know, if you want to make it pro, the grind exists, yes. And maybe you're sharp enough to just be, you know, the heavy carry every game in solo queue. But sometimes in solo queue, right, teamwork is less prevalent. What we're seeing here, there's a lot of teamwork. There's a lot of, you know, grouping up, trading out, good utility, helping each other out. Sometimes, actually, more often than not in... Oh, my Lord, what a shot from Extinction. Lovely read with the B pick. You're going to see the full rotation to uppers by 4 of those individuals, 1 lurking mid. They know that there's only 1 man here, and oh, Tricky gets unfortunately timed. Dink has the follow through from Unshark, and Extinction here at mid won't be able to get more than 1. So we got a 2v3 for the retake. CT's coming up B ramp. Ready many. Eyes on window. Unshark able to pivot from the back of sight with the other rifle. And Shogu playing anti. Won't be cleared straight away. Awkward. Got baited into the swing, and there is still time for the retake to be successful. Ready many. Beautiful job. Oh, and that's going to be a difficult one for Pixel. Runs out of bullets in the mag. And that's going to be 2 on the board for ATRIVM. Well played in the post plant. I love that call too. They realize that it is probably that only 2-man setup on the B site. You get that pick, that crazy pick. I'm sure that shot was nasty from mid over to the window jump. Then boom, yeet it straight through tunnels back towards the B site. Like clockwork, baby. HE Smoke disguising the 2-man cross. Could have popped up on the map though. Flash towards long. Trying to draw attention away from what is going down towards mid instead. Cheesy already crossing unspotted. Should be able to lock down any of these close range fights he finds himself in. Drop progression utility coming through. Molly on the corner. Flash to clear anyone close and disrespecting said util. Fallen Molly. Yeah, let's learn some positioning names, because I'm assuming a lot of people call it that. Maybe in Europe you call it Guardian for whatever reason, because that seems to be a common trend. But just in front of your nose on that box there, you know, you can hide on the corner and then drop down. That's called Fallen. All right, so if I say Fallen and you're in my team in my games, that's the position. Right there where we're looking at it. Just up on the corner there. Dead center of the screen. Anyway, the Vanguard smoke going to be invested to try to get all the way towards that A site. Jansen quite solo. Left and right click, nade, just to get free damage onto the site members. And with the 4v5 XPERION, yeah, they are calling the save. 2 already back towards the B site. Jansen looking to punish any over-aggression, but ATRIVM, they want to lock this one in. They know that Pixel is stuck towards the long side. And he is very aware that mid control was there from Ready Many. And that pick he got earlier. Just looking for the damage. Ready Many. Lovely little couple of kills. The Shogu gets it back eventually. Pixel maybe allowed to at least carry the AWP across to the next. But the money is not looking good. And Unpeak, or Unshark rather. He has the information. But he does not have much money going into the next. Actually, he was the only one with money. Now I'm gaslighting you guys. Now you can call me a gaslighter. ATRIVM working their way back in for 3. Next year or 2, look out for Pat. Who's Pat? Which Pat? Manna, did you get timed out for speaking German? That's crazy. USP caught in the open is never going to be a good time. An XPERION. I think the best case scenario is you just protect the president, try to keep Pixel alive, maybe use the AWP to get another pick or so. Look, there's so much time here. Shogu can plant default. T's all pretty much have enough health to survive just at car on site if they want to keep every weapon alive. Pretty sure you can sit car and keep like 60 health. 40 health. I don't know what it is. Either way, ATRIVM, they clear out B ramp, all go together and make sure that there is no sneaky timing from these cheeky individuals in tunnels. XPERION will be able to carry the AWP into the next, and ATRIVM, they keep 5 alive. They realize, hey, look, our economy has been quite cooked, and now after this round, it is much less cooked with, what do we got, 4 rounds left in the half. XPERION NXT having a quick chat with the tactical timeout, realizing that this is a key round. If they lose this one, the half is probably going to keep on going in ATRIVM's favor. Their economy that they just strengthened is going to be quite hard to crack with not a lot of time, not a lot of rounds left for the half. Bomb radius got adjusted. When did Dust 2 bomb radius get adjusted? I'll have to double check that, because I swear. Actually, I don't know if I should. I probably shouldn't open Counter-Strike and test that while the game's live. But I could. Do it for the people. Ooh, Raza contacting in behind the molly. Ready many. Oh, almost got timed. But Tricky, at least able to play the trade game, get himself that upgrade of the AK. And ATRIVM feigning that long pressure. You can see that they're going to go for that big rotation with two of the members back towards tunnels. And I don't mind this call at all. XPERION have gone for that three-man stack towards 8. Cheesy in the meanwhile, sneaking through those smokes back towards car, which is going to be a nice advanced position and allows XPERION to explore elsewhere. And Tricky, purely off the timing, just drops that smoke at B to buy some rotation time. Oh. With the A site undefended, Tricky decides to look for information through tunnels instead. And I love how heads up ATRIVM are with everything that's going on. Unshark doubling back will get the info and maybe even the pick as well. But on low health, catches that HE perfectly. Good hands, brother. But the round should be ATRIVM's. Nice open plant. ATRIVM playing together, flashing for one another to clear out information, clear out positions. And XPERION, knowing that their money is in shambles, will keep 2 weapons alive. AK and M4, and with Pixel with 3K in the back pocket. That's going to be a full buy into the next. Maybe thin on the utility. They'll give themselves a chance. And ATRIVM know they've got plenty of cash. So they'll go for the late hunt, but won't find a thing. Just barely missing out on the timing. 3 rounds left. And XPERION just sharing the love, sharing the rifles. Actually getting plentiful utility. As well as the AWP line, or online. Definitely the word. Extinction, off angle, just making sure. Ooh, no one runs into lower, but he's just going to punish the mid push instead. Love that line. Just reading what XPERION were trying to do. And the job gets harder for XPERION here on the CT side. 4v5. Maybe looking to take a gamble. For whiffed smoke on short, there's going to be a gap for ATRIVM to play around if they keep going that direction. Pixel with the equalizer is huge for XPERION. AWP taken out of the round. Cheeky little off angle he was able to find there with the microaggression. Unshark. What are we calling that? The waterfall smoke? The face smoke? Oh, this timing. Pixel has to go for the rescope at a point, but I don't know if the T's have heard it. They've definitely seen him, and they'll take their opportunity. Shogu. Lovely crosshair placement. Expecting a little bit more. Oh, and the shots from CT turning into a crossfire. Jensen and Raza maybe saving the day. Man advantage swinging back in XPERION's favor on the back of sight. Head popping up and down. And Raza hoping he can find the line. The dink is there, but it's just the M4 against the AK. And you know what wins that fight most of the time? Swinging back yet again. Jensen brings it to the 1v1. There is not going to be a lot of time for Unshark to get the sight. And I don't think he's got time to plant. Jensen can just run for his life. Well played. Great read on what was going down. And won't be allowed to get the kill after time. But lordy, what a bloody hold from XPERION after losing the first pick. How does one get involved in becoming a caster for events? You just do it. You just start doing it. I think that there's a way you can apply to do open games and get their IPs through the ESEA admins. And then there's also, you know, many other leagues, like lower leagues, like community stuff, university leagues and stuff you could just start doing. Oop. Molly coming through at the nice moment. 2-for-1 trade, Extinction, able to snap the head off of the plat player. And in the meanwhile, it is just going to be the full rotation over. XPERION looking to fight fire with fire. Molly going down at the right point, and Razak gets even more value out of this M4. Big shot from Pixel on the scout to close the round. And it looked like ATRIVM were definitely online to find 8 in this half. XPERION doing wonders to even get back to 6 here. And they even managed to break that crazy economy that ATRIVM worked up. So well played all across the board for XPERION. They have everything they need and more, including a couple of AKs. And ATRIVM, I'll get a pretty decent buy on the board. Ready Many going down to the P250. Can be the support player. Cycle one of those rifles. I don't hate it. Oh. Extinction's been really good at finding those openings. Unfortunate. Not be sharp enough this time to catch Jensen on short. Also, apologies if it's I don't know if it's Jensen or Jansen. I keep going between the two. I know that J in a lot of European countries is pronounced with a Y instead of a J. I lose count. I lose time. I lose track of which countries we're bloody doing. I'm pretty sure in Germany it's just a J. Right? Like Jansen. Yeah, we'll figure it out one time. Ooh. Pixel. Ah! Timing all over the place, but that HE perfect from Extinction. And Ready Many with that P250. Unfortunately, didn't have the firepower needed. Yanu's going to be tossed across the package. Try and get it planted there safe at default. Jensen realizing he's got that 1v1, and it's easy pickings for the quick retake. 7 on the board at the turn of the sides. And XPERION NXT will lead by 2. Good game of Counter-Strike, this one. I love the theory. I love the style that both these teams are playing. Great understanding to the game. And that's kind of what you expect. You know, these are the top of main doing really well to stay here in the upper bracket of the playoffs. And it's not too far away from advanced. And this is the level of Counter-Strike you want to see, if especially these teams are going to be, you know, throwing the hat in the ring to potentially be playing advanced next season, which will be season 55. Yeah, Jensen, big utility damage, 353. Look at that. Great with the nades. Great with the utility. What else have you got? Yeah, 1,100 damage overall. 353 of that is from utilities. Pretty sick. Pixel, on the other hand, 1k damage, only 46 utility damage. So he's hitting heads. He's hitting numbers. Actually, he's not really hitting heads. Let's see who is. Shogu, 71%. Ready Many, 87%. That's 7 out of 8 kills. Headshots. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, everyone taking their moment just to figure out what's going down here on the second pistola. Let's see where we end up. Extinction. Blinded. Forced off. Saw a couple of names there. And we'll call the rest of the troops across. Late, super late mid-lurk, just looking to punish any mid-aggression. Will find some success. Pixel, surely. Oh, okay. Doesn't catch the timing. Shogu, bringing it back to the 4v4. Now, long retake is coming through. ATRIVM going for the 3-1 split. Late push on short with Ready Medi. Who's got the Julies, he's got that Kevlar, and it's Unsharp taking point here. USP should be able to have that accuracy at range. And the Julies just keep on going forward. Lovely couple of shots here from all the individuals. And it is a cleanup on aisle A from ATRIVM. Love to see that. Bit more of that. Bit more of the good stuff. And XPERION just playing this one slow. Taking their sweet time with it. Push up short. Should just get torn a new one. And that's exactly what we're going to see. Mop up from the Dream duo there. Over towards ramp together. And ATRIVM tying things up as we move into the first gun round for the second half. Sheezy. Doing great work so far here. Let's see if long control is going to be able to work for them. All the way out they go. Tricky. Leading the charge. Fully blinded, but close towards that corner. Is red and traded. Shogu going to be able to find him through the edge of the smoke and gets even more value. Jansen. Denied exit out of bedroom. And now we've got a 2v4 for XPERION to try to navigate. Extinction. Ready. Or so we thought. Fought that push through the smoke, but it looked like he just barely strafed and barely missed. And we got that 2v1 over towards the B site. Yunus in the corner. Here's the footsteps coming his way. Will he be cleared? No one looking. And the spacing was good for a trade, but they didn't hit it. Yunus successfully gets his upgrade to an AK and continues this string of rounds for ATRIVM here in the second half. No bomb plant, but the roundless bonus, so XPERION can just get themselves a couple of upgraded pistols, maybe some Kevlar to play with. You can see Ryza opting just to go for the utility. Around with Jansen, who has brought down somewhat. And this is the kind of round where you can certainly see XPERION winning. They did have long spawns, so they're going to give it a red-hot crack. Well, I thought they were going early. Tricky just waiting for the util to bloom before going back in. Lovely flashes coming through on the contact. And ATRIVM all over that long control. Unshark dropping down and hearing everything all the way up short. Extinction. Missed chance. Oh, gets the second opportunity with that little balaclava. Knocking across the top. Beautiful HE. Placement perfect. And the P250 not going to win this fight. Neither's the Tech 9. Flawless out of ATRIVM with 5 alive at the end of it. Going to be solid for the CT economy. You can see the nerves pushing 10k. No one on the 5 figures, but still, they've got themselves a fallback plan. Actually, they do. You can see Yanuz coming into the next round. Did get the extra little bit of money. Shout out to the update. So that was yeah, that's the extra, what, 250 or whatever it is from killing all 5 Ts. Just slightly helping out that CT economy. 1-4 split so far from ATRIVM. Not expecting too fast of an approach towards the B site from XPERION. Just at mid Pixel. Hoping he can catch a timing or an extinction. Has he? I don't know if he's seen that barrel. Or heard the scope either. That footstep will be heard by ATRIVM. Extinction, Molid. Back a position. Falls back to Fallen. Remember, we learnt that one earlier. Patient approach coming through from all the ATRIVM individuals, not wanting to give away any opportunities. Whoa. Push in, ready many. Lovely little 2K across the top, drawing attention away from Yanuz, who can activate on the Windows side. And Pixel left in a 1v4, getting past the first hurdle, but a few more to jump over. And he won't look the right way to take the fight with Shogu. Locked in. 10 on the board, and ATRIVM looking like a whole different team here in the second half. Flawless so far. And XPERION, not necessarily doing anything wrong, but just unable to find an answer or even an opening in some of these rounds. Ooh, push around the corner, Shogu, not quite ready for the full swing, but Unshark is there to pick up the pieces. Lovely Deagle to trade one of the kills. Back to the 3v4 we go. Upgrades. For Pixel here. Has that one tap potential, but the orb has spotted that shoulder. And Extinction wants a second bite at the cherry. Ah! Missed chance. I'm worried that there could be a T close towards the corner. So falls back to elbow. Smoke break. Doesn't reveal too much. Other than the T's haven't crossed just yet. Incendiary respected. And the smoke on the corner provides some form of cover. Cross smoke fading in just a moment. Pixels picked across the top. Rise up. We're going to hopefully catch a timing. Unshark ready for it. Knew what was amidst. And Tricky in the 1v4. Didn't necessarily have the multi-fragging tool for the job, unfortunately. Did get one extra $600 in the bank, but it's ATRIVM with a successful retake again. And that's going to be 11 on the board so far on the CT side. 3 alive again. Money maxed out for Yanuz. Should be for Shogu, maybe. There you go, 1550 almost. And 5 figures there for Unshark before the rebuy and the drop. Everything going really well for ATRIVM here. Whoa. Another missed opportunity. Extinction showing he's incredibly confident with that AWP. Flash forward, Yanuz. Gets the info on one tunnel member. And respectfully, he gives up that control just to not get caught off. As XPERION double up for the reclear. Pixel eyes on B ramp. ATRIVM in good positions to pivot back to B if they need to. Shogu flashed forward. And this is the thing I'm really liking out of ATRIVM, right? They're flashing B tunnels, getting info. All right, they saw one. They're flashing into long doors and not only getting the pick, but getting the info that no one is there anymore. And they're just doing a lot of things right. Ready Many in the off angle, able to get 1-for-1, which might just save the round. Extinction, in the meanwhile, going to try to create some more space back towards the B site, already scoping up at doors. That push is coming from the window side, and it's going to provide 2 more big kills. Ryza with 1 and softens up the other for Jansen to connect. Shogu, huge rotation in the meanwhile, all the way towards tunnels. It is yet to be seen or heard. But XPERION doubling up, clearing out B ramp together, put themselves in a great position to clutch out the round. Jansen can swing at window on the contact. And that smoke getting pinned is enough information to lock this one in. Boom, there's the contact. Oh, well read by Shogu to try to lock it in and clutch it up, but it didn't happen. It's XPERION doing great work there in the post plant to find their first round, by the way, of the second half. Mid control. Uncontested for XPERION. We already spoke about how much money, specifically how much money ATRIVM has had during the first half. And look, it's almost getting whittled away without anyone saving in the previous. Oh, lovely approach on short, Unshark. Doing good work. Shogu with the double. And it's certainly enough damage to lock in the round. The flash was good on the first peak, but Pixel unfortunately didn't commit, and Tricky through the smoke drops to his demise. 12 secured for ATRIVM here on Dust 2. XPERION just can't quite find the answer that they're looking for. And they're going to be right down to the wire on this one. Not a lot of money to play with. ATRIVM, AWP, AK, and Triple M4. Plenty of util. And Unshark even with that T-Molly. 5-man approach towards the tunnel side. XPERION looking like we might just see a B-pop out of them. Pixel. Going to be dropping the on doors smoke. Yep. Mollies everywhere, flashes everywhere, and ATRIVM happy just to attempt the retake, hoping they get a pick off. In the meanwhile, HE gets a little chip damage, and Pixel in the meanwhile, I think has been seen towards backyard. Bomb getting tossed across, and that might not get planted in time, but oh no. Was ist das? Was ist das? What is going on? Don't tell me it's over. We're trying to get back in quick smart. We also... Let's have a look. Well, we'll see. The game has unfortunately booted us out. So I'm just going to say, wow. There was... Oh, we're back. We're back, baby. Whoom. 4v4 for the retake. Bomb got planted eventually. I assumed there was some kind of crazy trade. Flash across window, and it's going to be the high-low setup. Nice trade out of Sheezy. Mac 10. Whoa! Swinging real wide, and Extinction may want the AWP into the next. And they will recede the round. UI slightly off. It says it's only half ticked, but it was mega ticked. And the T's are all ticked that they lost 2 more weapons. Tricky. The only one to carry an M4 across into the next. So the money's still not great for XPERION, but they do finally find themselves another round. Let's see if they can do it again with another low buy. Oh, Inners trying to make it happen from the back of sight, and the insender is not going to reach the intended location, but the shots certainly will. Inners, huge hold for 3, and 13-9 are going to be that final scoreline for Dust 2. But that is not all bad news for XPERION. They do have their map pick of Overpass coming up, and I'm sure they're going to be incredibly excited for that. But